Honourable Minister of Energy, Commerce and Industry, members of the Council and Senate of the University of Cyprus, members of the Council of the Centre for Entrepreneurship, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second part of the 9th Annual Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum. We now kindly invite the Director of the Centre for Entrepreneurship, Professor Andreas Soteriou, for his welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Konstantina. Honorable Minister of Energy, Commerce and Industry, dear mentors, team leaders, judges, fellow colleagues, dear guests, and of course, dear team members. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Center, I would like to welcome everyone to this final phase of the CYEC 2024, which takes place, like every year, under the auspices and with the generous support of the Ministry of Energy, Commerce and Industry, to which we are very grateful. So, a warm welcome to all the teams for reaching this final milestone. A warm welcome and a warm thank you to our workshop leaders and business mentors who enthusiastically accepted to share their experiences and wisdom with our teams this year. I know everyone is anxious to present and know the results, so I won't take much time. Allow me just to extend my congratulations to all the teams for making it here. Today marks the end of the CYEC 2024 journey, a journey which had a simple but multidimensional goal: to accelerate your growth. During the last few weeks, you gained access to resources that have been designed specifically for you, to help you scale your ideas in your business, training sessions, access to academics, business mentors, industry experts, network opportunities, and investment insights. Regardless of the outcome today, we will not have one or two or three winners. And I know it may sound a little cliche, but in our case, this is true. We already have 10 winning teams, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, CYEC has become extremely competitive over the last few years. Our judges, and I talked to them, they faced a very pleasant headache this year. You were all selected among a large number of highly competitive pool of applicants, which speaks volumes about your talent, your vision, and the potential of your ventures. During the last few weeks, you demonstrated your willingness to work hard, to be open to feedback, and to adapt. Today may be the end of the CYEC journey, but of course, it will also be the beginning of the rest of your entrepreneurial journey. And of course, the teams that will make it will be the ones that continue to challenge themselves, push the limits, their own limits, and never lose sight of what is at the heart of most successful businesses: solve real problems for real people. So congratulations again, everyone. You certainly deserve more than a pat in the back. Before I stop, I would like to express my gratitude once again to our main sponsor, the Ministry of Energy, Commerce and Industry, for their support and the great collaboration we had over the last few years. Thank you for helping us keep raising the bar every year higher and higher. And of course, I would like to thank all the members of the organizing committee, specifically Maria Lavithi, who actually worked extremely hard to coordinate the entire process. Konstantinos and Christiana, thank you so much, guys, the staff of the Center, the C4E, for your efforts. And of course, a huge thank you again to all our judges, workshop leaders, and our great business mentors. Cannot stress enough how vital your contribution to the success of this competition is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really looking forward to your pitches today. Thank you and good luck to everyone.
We thank the Director of the Center for Entrepreneurship, Professor Andreas Sodriou. We now kindly invite the Minister of Energy, Commerce and Industry, Honorable Mr. George Papanastasiou, to take the stage for his remarks.
When I saw Andreas raising his hands in the bar, I thought that he was giving us a message to raise the budget. It was a serious concern to start with, I said, but as you know, we are very glad that we are here supporting this process. It is in the DNA of the Ministry of Energy, Commerce and Industry to support the vision of people like yourselves. I know that there was a competition that ended up to these finalists, and I hope that the best wins, although the others, they are to be commended as well, simply because having reached this position, that means that they did something well. As far as we are concerned as a republic and as a ministry, you understand that we would like to see this vision and this passion that you put in developing and creating new ideas into tangible deliverables, and this is what it's all about. It is very important that all this vision gets into tangible assets at the end of the day, and I hope that in the process you find a way in order to deliver and to reach the end destination, which is having deliverables that they can create a value to the society and to the businesses. Now, if I may, I will switch into Greek, dear Andreas. Apologies for the non-Greek speakers. Do we have many here? Non-Greek speakers? Just one? We will translate later for you, so no worries. Λοιπόν, κυρίες και κύριοι, είναι με χαρά σας καλωσορίζω στον Κυπριακό Διαγωνισμό Επιχειρηματικότητας του Πανεπιστημίου Κύπρου για το 2024. Ως εδραιωμένος πλέον θεσμός, ο διαγωνισμός αποτελεί μια σημαντική πρωτοβουλία για προώθηση της επιχειρηματικότητας στην Κύπρο, αφού προσφέρει την ευκαιρία σε νέους και νέες επιχειρηματίες και σε νεοφυείς επιχειρήσεις να παρουσιάσουν τις ιδέες τους, να λάβουν υποστήριξη και καθοδήγηση και να διεκδικήσουν χρηματοδότηση για την υλοποίηση των προτάσεων τους. Το Υπουργείο Ενέργειας, Εμπορίου και Βιομηχανίας, το οποίο στηρίζει έμπρακτα τον διαγωνισμό, παρακολουθεί με ιδιαίτερο ενδιαφέρον τις εξελίξεις στον τομέα της επιχειρηματικότητας. Επιπρόσθετα, θεωρούμε υποχρέωσή μας να δημιουργούμε τις κατάλληλες συνθήκες για την ανάπτυξη και την επιτυχία των καινοτόμων ιδεών. Σε αυτό το πλαίσιο είναι πολύ ενθαρρυντικό να βλέπουμε την προσαρμογή και την εξέλιξη των υποστηρικτικών μας δράσεων, οι οποίες με την πάροδο του χρόνου ανανεώνονται και αναβαθμίζονται, προάγοντας ουσιαστικά το επιχειρήν στην Κύπρο. Αυτό ακριβώς είναι που πετυχαίνει κάθε χρόνο και ο Κυπριακός Διαγωνισμός Επιχειρηματικότητας, προβάλλοντας την καινοτομία, τη δημιουργικότητα και την επιχειρηματική σκέψη. Κυρίες και κύριοι, η ανάπτυξη των μικρομεσαίων επιχειρήσεων αποτελεί κεντρικό πυλώνα για διασφάλιση της ανταγωνιστικότητας και της βιωσιμότητας της οικονομίας μας. Εκτός κειμένου, απλώς να πω ότι οι μικρομεσαίες επιχειρήσεις στην Κύπρο είναι περίπου το 99,7% των επιχειρήσεων επί συνόλου. Καταλαβαίνετε ότι πολύ λίγες μεγάλες επιχειρήσεις έχουμε και ως εκ τούτου το Υπουργείο μας δίνει πολύ έμφαση στην ανάπτυξη αυτών των μικρομεσαίων επιχειρήσεων. Ως εκ τούτου, στο Υπουργείο Ενέργειας, Εμπορίου και Βιομηχανίας έχουμε θέσει την υποστήριξη των μικρομεσαίων επιχειρήσεων ψηλά στις προτεραιότητες μας, αναγνωρίζοντας τη σημαντική του συμβολή στην επιχειρηματική δραστηριότητα και την απασχόληση. Για τη στήριξη της επιχειρηματικότητας γενικότερα, το Υπουργείο μας εφαρμόζει στοχευμένα σχέδια χορηγιών που βελτιώνουν τη ρευστότητα των επιχειρήσεων μας. Με αυτόν τον τρόπο, διευκολύνουν και την πρόσβασή τους στη χρηματοδότηση. Συγκεκριμένα υλοποιούμε στο παρόν στάδιο σχέδια χορηγιών συνολικού προϋπολογισμού 363 εκατομμυρίων ευρώ. Τα 226 εκατομμύρια ευρώ έχουν εξασφαλιστεί στο πλαίσιο του προγράμματος Θάλια και αφορούν στην προγραμματική περίοδο 2021 με 2027, ενώ τα υπόλοιπα 137 εκατομμύρια ευρώ χρηματοδοτούνται από τον Μηχανισμό Ανάκαμψης και Ανθεκτικότητας και το νέο σχέδιο Repower EU της Ευρωπαϊκής Ένωσης. Επιθυμία μας είναι τα σχέδιά μας να παρέχουν κίνητρα στον επιχειρηματικό μας κόσμο για να προχωρήσει σε επενδύσεις που οδηγούν στην περαιτέρω ενίσχυση της ανταγωνιστικότητας των κυπριακών επιχειρήσεων, αξιοποιώντας την τεχνολογία καθώς και τις ευκαιρίες που προκύπτουν μέσα από την πράσινη ανάπτυξη και την ψηφιακή μετάβαση. Παράλληλα βέβαια, για την ενίσχυση του επιχειρηματικού περιβάλλοντος στην Κύπρο, το Υπουργείο μας υποστηρίζει αξιόλογες πρωτοβουλίες όπως η διοργάνωση του διαγωνισμού επιχειρηματικότητας. Αυτές οι πρωτοβουλίες εστιάζουν στον πιο σημαντικό παράγοντα επιτυχίας κάθε επιχειρηματικής δραστηριότητας, τον άνθρωπο. Είναι γεγονός ότι για να καταστεί δυνατή η εκπαίδευση των νέων μας στα θέματα της επιχειρηματικότητας, οφείλουμε να τους πληροφορήσουμε για τις δυνατότητες και τις ευκαιρίες που προσφέρονται, ανεξάρτητα από τον τομέα εξειδίκευσής τους. Και τέλος, γιατί όχι, να τους καθοδηγήσουμε σε αυτή τη διαδικασία. Σε αυτό λοιπόν το πλαίσιο, ο συγκεκριμένος διαγωνισμός στοχεύει στην ενίσχυση του επιχειρηματικού πνεύματος των νέων επιστημόνων και επαγγελματιών μας, παρέχοντας τους εκπαίδευση, πληροφόρηση και κυρίως τα εργαλεία και τις δεξιότητες που είναι απαραίτητες για την ανάπτυξη μιας επιχειρηματικής ιδέας. Αγαπητοί διαγωνιζόμενοι, σας συγχαίρω για τη συμμετοχή σας στον Κυπριακό Διαγωνισμό Επιχειρηματικότητας. Πρόκειται αναμφισβήτητα για μια μοναδική εμπειρία η οποία σας προσφέρει την ευκαιρία να ακούσετε και να μάθετε από ειδικούς καταξιωμένους στον τομέα τους. Επιπλέον, θα αναπτύξετε δεξιότητες που θα επιδράσουν θετικά στη διαμόρφωση της επιχειρηματικής σας ιδέας, ενώ θα αποκτήσετε και γνώσεις που θα σας στηρίξουν στην επαγγελματική σας ανάπτυξη. Ανεξάρτητα από το μονοπάτι που θα επιλέξετε, σας προτείνω να εκμεταλλευτείτε αυτή την ευκαιρία στο έπακρο. Κλείνοντας, θα ήθελα να συγχαρώ το Πανεπιστήμιο Κύπρου για τη διοργάνωση της σημερινής εκδήλωσης και να εκφράσω ταυτόχρονα τις θερμές μου ευχαριστίες για τη μεταξύ μας άριστη συνεργασία. Πριν κλείσω, και πάλι εκτός κειμένου, ήθελα να πω και δύο λόγια έτσι από τις δικές μου εμπειρίες στον χώρο. Ξέρετε ότι η Ακαδημία, το Πανεπιστήμιο ουσιαστικά ή οποιαδήποτε μονάδα η οποία στηρίζει το Ακαδήμια, θα πρέπει για να έχει γνώση του τι παράγει μέσα από τις ωραίες σκέψεις, το όραμα των φοιτητών, το όραμα των διδακτόρων, αλλά και των επιστημόνων οι οποίοι βρίσκονται σε ένα πανεπιστήμιο, πρέπει να συνδεθεί με το πεδίο, το οποίο πεδίο είναι η επιχείρηση. Και για να μπορέσει να γίνει τούτη η σύνδεση, πρέπει να ελκύσουμε επιχειρήσεις οι οποίες να δείξουν ενδιαφέρον για το τι θα μας παρουσιάσετε σε λίγο. Δηλαδή, το να κάνουμε ωραίες παρουσιάσεις και λοιπά, ωραίες ιδέες, θα πρέπει να βάλουμε παράλληλα και προσπάθεια να τις συνδέσουμε τούτες ιδέες σε εφαρμογή επί του πεδίου. Διότι είναι με τούτον τον τρόπο που το πεδίο βλέπει την αξία του οράματος των φοιτητών, της εργασίας την οποία έκαναν και εκεί θα την χρηματοδοτήσει για να την υλοποιήσει. Οπότε είναι ένα οικοσύστημα το οποίο ουσιαστικά θα πρέπει πάντοτε η δημιουργία μέσα στο πανεπιστήμιο να μεταφράζεται σε εφαρμοσιμότητα στο πεδίο. Οπότε είναι παράκληση μου, ανεξαρτήτως Του ποιος θα είναι ο νικητής δεν έχει καμία σημασία. Πιστεύω ότι όλοι είσαστε νικητές για να φτάσετε σε τούτο στο σημείο. Θα πρέπει να σκεφτείτε και την επόμενη ημέρα. Η επόμενη ημέρα είναι η σύνδεση με την επιχείρηση, η σύνδεση με το πεδίο, που από εκεί θα υπάρχει και η χρηματοδότηση για να μπορέσει να προχωρήσει τούτη η ιδέα και να μπει σε εφαρμογή. Κλείνοντας, θα ήθελα να ευχηθώ σε όλους καλές και πολλές επιτυχίες. Και συγχαρητήρια, Ανδρέα, και στην ομάδα σας που κάνετε τούτο το έργο. Είναι πράγματι κάτι το οποίο θα έχει πάντοτε τη στήριξη του Υπουργείου Ενέργειας, Εμπορίου και Βιομηχανίας. Σας ευχαριστούμε.
We thank the Minister of Energy, Commerce and Industry, Honorable Mr. George Pavanastasiou. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we invite the finalists of the competition to proceed with their presentations. The first team to present is Aeon Tech.
It's the forum. We open the judges. Yeah, you open the other one first. Hi, and thank you for letting me introduce you to Aeons today. With Aeons, you can have all of time in your hands. I grew up exploring the history of the world on a 4-meter-long wall chart. It was the 90s, and this wall chart was mounted in thousands of walls of classrooms, libraries, and bedrooms all around the world. This publication sold over 350,000 copies and was designed and written by my father. That's me in the first edition's marketing photo. Back then, and I didn't know this at the time, but I was dyslexic, and one of 65% of us with a learning difficulty who was educated purely through mainstream education. Fast forward to today, and over 50% of educators lead history and geography classes with little or no training in those subjects. I knew there was a way to make learning and teaching easier, and I'd love to tell you about a solution that will help students, like me, from being left behind by mainstream education. I envisioned a tool for students to learn history and geography with ease, more effectively and at their own pace. Aeons is an encyclopedia on a globe that champions self-directed learning and non-linear navigation by allowing users to spin through time. Aeons is a fun, versatile and engaging learning app that bridges the gap between mainstream education and special needs. And by championing an extensive range of accessibility features, users can personalize that experience for both the classroom and home. Education apps generated over 6 billion in 2023, growing 15 to 20% year on year since 2020. Our target customers are the educators and carers of students aged 7 to 10. And we want to reach out to the 220,000 schools and 139 million home educators who already use technology to support learning. In the data we've collected from schools both in Cyprus and abroad, we've had consistent responses from teachers saying that their current solutions are far from optimal at engaging the whole class. The resulting losses in confidence and love for learning amongst those students will affect them for the rest of their lives. So we're a solution that embraces inclusive design. We put self-directed learning at the forefront, and this is a feature that's more common in games and entertainment-focused children's apps, but really should be leading the classroom. So who are we? The Aeons teams consist of myself, Pos, the founder and CEO, Alex, our AI solutions expert, Eleanor, our historian, and Lama, our marketeer. And together, we combine expertise across media, technology, and content. We're also working with phenomenal partners in education, research, and accessibility. And most of us have had personal learning experiences growing up with dyslexia and other neurodivergent disorders, so we see ourselves as the voice of the customer. Aeons is predominantly a B2B revenue model, but we recognize a huge market for B2C. We are therefore pursuing a strategy that combines subscriptions for schools and one-time purchases for home users. Our multi-channel approach will be supported by targeted digital campaigns with feature-filled tutorial videos and product ambassador marketing to introduce Aeons as the go-to history and geography tool for the classroom. We expect a strong reception from our early school adopters, and we anticipate families and tutors will have an excitable word-of-mouth community forming around our home edition, reinforcing our brand recognition and loyalty. We have a target to exceed 3,000 schools and 20,000 home users by the end of the first year, boosting Aeons into profitability by 2028. With your support, we would like to launch the MVP in English-speaking regions by 2026. And Aeons is looking for €350,000 to accelerate production of and delivery of our MVP and perform extensive pre-launch market testing and enable us to also onboard a full-time development and content team ready to develop Aeons and its content ready for launch. Your investment will help us accelerate our next 12 months of activity. So we've had some great excitement from educational technology's greatest players, and we'd love to hear from you too. So if you have any questions, find us outside, and we'll be happy to talk. And remember, with Aeons, you can have all of time in your hands. Thank you.
We thank Aeon Tech. We now kindly invite Nima for their presentation.
Does it show? Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Angelos and I'm here today to represent Nima Labs, a sustainable materials company on a mission to transform how we perceive luxury, quality and sustainability within the context of the fashion industry. In today's world, it takes about the same amount of water to fill a small house pool as it does to produce one single leather handbag. The leather industry is harmful to the environment, including both animals and humans. It consumes large amounts of resources in terms of water, land, and fossil fuels, and it has been linked with unethical treatment of animals, including excessive use of toxic substances. In fact, studies have shown that there is an increased risk of 20 to 50% in tannery workers to get lung cancer. At Nima Labs, we've taken a different approach. And to do so, we have called upon a local legend, the humble Paputsosiko, to help us in the quest. With our process, we aim to upcycle the more than 30 tons of prickly pear waste trimmings that are produced every year in Cyprus to produce a 100% bio-based leather alternative. Our product is 95% circular, and if you consider the entire life cycle, is CO2 negative. Velo has been designed with a multi-scale biomimetic approach in mind that offers durability. It can be processed with conventional leather processing techniques, and it can be customized in terms of colors and textures. As with every big problem, there is a big opportunity with brands like Stella McCartney, Adidas, and Mercedes already investing in the space with premium products already in the market. This is important not just because of the market opportunity and the rapidly growing market, but because policies and regulations and consumer behavior mandate a shift towards sustainable and ethical choices. The global leather market as a material is valued today at 32.3 billion. We aim to penetrate the space starting from local SMEs in Cyprus and Greece, a market that is valued at 3.5 million euros. From there, in year 2 to 3, we will expand to Italy and France, and from that point onwards, expand to the broader vegan leather European market. While we are not operating alone in the space, Velo stands out as the only 100% bio-based leather alternative that combines durability and affordability. We can achieve this because we source locally and we are using primarily waste materials. Our go-to-market strategy is based on competitive pricing. We will build relationships with small SMEs in Cyprus and Greece that struggle with material availability, sustainability, and affordability, and then move to larger brands in Italy and France that seek to differentiate from competition. Over the time, we aim to secure supply contracts with big European brands. We project to break even by year 3, and that's assuming a unit price of 75 euros per square meter of Velo. By the end of year 2, we will have a major upgrade to our equipment, move from lab scale to production scale. That's to meet demand and cover the capacity. And even with conservative estimates that take into account 10 square meters of Velo being produced every month just for R&D purposes, we aim to exceed 1 million in revenue by year 5. Nima Labs started as an idea in August 2023, and by December of 2023, we have graduated from the United Nations Accelerator Program with 25,000 euros to set up the business and develop our first prototypes. Since then, we have secured multiple LOIs from local SMEs and manufacturers. We have graduated from another accelerator that took us to Slash, where we connected with investors, and we have submitted proposals worth more than 300,000 worth of equity-free money for Nima Labs. We are now on track early next year to launch our MVP and leverage on the letters of intent to get products in the market by the summer of 2025. The team, apart from myself, we have Katerina, who is an expert in material science and chemical engineering with more than 10 years experience in the space. Michalis, who has a lot of experience in production and quality control processes. All in all, we're seeking for 450,000 euros to fund key activities for the business, including hiring a commercial officer and taking the full team on the full core team on a full-time basis, as well as upgrading our equipment. So thank you very much for your attention. We're still at the very early stages of the business, and we welcome any sorts of partnerships, advice, and mentorship. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nima, for your presentation. We now invite to the stage Team Groovit for their presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Iraklis Frankos, CEO and co-founder of Groovit. But to be honest, most people know me as Pueblo Franco, my DJ name for the past 15 years. So let me share my story with you. Back in 2018, me and my co-founder Yorgos took a bet to change our lives. At the time, we are thrilled to be at the peak of our career with multiple live performances per week, but we're also worried about our future. We knew that this kind of lifestyle wasn't sustainable forever. So we are searching for something different, something new. Something that will give us the opportunity to work with our passion music from anywhere, anytime, until we get old. And we took our chances. We created a software in order to provide a brand new background music solution to business owners that we knew. And throughout our journey, that's some of the incredible feedback we received. But what makes these business owners so excited about our service? Professionally curated playlists applied to the brand, clientele, and mood of the day are definitely some of the reasons. But having all that without spending any time or effort is the icing on the cake. And that's how we managed to create a standard monthly remote income through subscriptions. We reduced our live performances by 50%, and we managed to maintain a 90% retention rate with our clients. And then, just a year ago, we had our aha moment. What if the tool we have created could be used by any DJ around the world to reach success like we did? That's how Groovit was born in 2023. As we are digging deeper into the problem we are solving, we found out that the right background music can increase sales by more than 9%. And yet, 74% of businesses worldwide are still using solutions like Spotify for their background music. A tool that puts the user, the owner of the business, in the position to be the actual curator of the music. A tool that even we as DJs cannot tame for the perfect soundtrack. That's when we realized that business owners aren't looking for another tool. Their need is absolute, and it's a service. But how do you maintain that level of customization in a big scale? How do you leave personal touch intact? And the answer is by decentralizing the whole industry with the first marketplace for curated playlists, a concept that makes possible for businesses to enjoy a fully customized music outcome locally without spending any time or effort. At the same time, it provides DJs the possibility to extend the way they offer their services for the first time ever remotely. And that's Groovit's mission, to connect almost 15 million businesses with 1.7 million DJs worldwide, providing them all the necessary tools and processes in order to create on the one hand and enjoy on the other the perfect music outcome. Initially though, we decided to strategically focus on our partners, the DJs, and group that we know inside out. We understand their absolute need to extend their income remotely, and we are aware of the established network they have with businesses. So currently, as a software as a service, Groovit sells technology to DJs for them to create professional playlists for businesses within their network, and also to businesses to seamlessly enjoy those playlists and provide feedback to their curators. And Groovit generates revenue by charging DJs a monthly subscription fee based on the number of customers they serve. Eventually, though, and through the marketplace, businesses will have the ability to connect with the appropriate or their favorite DJ, and Groovit will generate revenue by charging commission fees on each transaction made between both parties. Today, we are live in Cyprus and Greece with 25 businesses and 4 DJs on board. Looking ahead, we want to expand in those markets through exploitation of our founders' network, through strategic partnerships with DJ equipment stores and mouth-to-mouth marketing. In parallel, we want to reach other markets as well through social media advertising, SEO optimization, and retargeting campaigns to reach first Dubai, UK, and Germany. Are we able to bring this transformational change to this industry? Of course we are. Yorgos and I bring 20 years of experience in music and hospitality industry. Konstantinos has a proven record in finance, and Panagiotis and Konstantinos have proven themselves in past projects in software development. We're also backed by 2 fantastic advisors, Yannis Zaoudis, an ex-co-founder of Podfish, and Iakovos Koupas, who provides all the necessary legal advice needed in an industry like ours. So join us on this journey to elevate background music everywhere. Let's groove it together. Thank you.
We thank Groovit for their presentation. We now call to the stage Team Watts for their presentation.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Andreas and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Watts. Thank you all for being here. Each one of you here today, most probably you owned a stock or invested in cryptocurrency through Revolut or some other app, or funded a project through Kickstarter, or even funded a startup owning a piece of their future. That means you're all retail investors actively participating in this new world of accessible and innovative investment opportunities. But let me ask you this. How many of you have ever invested in renewable energy projects? And I don't mean investing in green companies, green ETFs, or green bonds. I'm talking about investing and owning a percentage of a solar farm, a wind farm, or an EV charger. And even if you had the chance to do it, you most probably didn't because the process was complex, expensive, and exclusive, with institutional investors having a significant advantage. And that's the gap we're here to close with Watts. While we enable businesses and others to transition to renewable energy and ease their financial burden, we are making it possible for everyone to have a share in that. Imagine being able to help the planet by investing in renewable energy as easy as you buy stocks on Revolut or order groceries online. Our solution is the Watts platform, a crowdfunding platform built on the Polygon blockchain to tokenize renewable energy projects. In simpler words, we take something liquid, such as a solar farm, and digitalize it in the form of tokens, and these tokens represent a small part of the solar farm, making it much easier for people to invest in. You don't need to understand blockchain to use the platform. All you need is a digital wallet. Everything happens behind the scenes, so you can simply pay with your credit card if you want, just like ordering food on Foodie. It's that simple. And here's how it works. Through our website or app, you can explore all the projects we offer, ranging from solar farms to energy storage facilities to EV chargers and many more. Once you find the project you are interested in, you can select it and view detailed information. We have 4 tiers available, and the minimum investment is 250 euros. You can add multiple tiers to your cart, as you see on the screen, and purchase them together, or simply purchase one. After selecting a tier, you sign an agreement and complete the checkout process. Next, you will approve the transaction on the blockchain, and just like that, you own a piece of a solar farm. Imagine owning an array of solar panels like this one, but bigger in size, and whatever energy they generate, it's sold, and you make money. It's yours. 10 to 12% return of investment. The time for such platform is now. European Union has set ambitious goals for renewable energy transition by 2030, which will be driven by impact investing projected to reach 6 trillion in the same period. According to Morgan Stanley, PwC, Deloitte, and others, 85% of retail investors are interested in sustainable projects, and also 76% of financial leaders view blockchain as necessary. Also, BlackRock's tokenized institutional fund reached 520 million last month. Unlike traditional crowdfunding platforms, Watts leverages blockchain technology and tokenization to enable digital ownership, transferability, security, and transparency. It also breaks down barriers such as regional restrictions and local currency limitations. Our peer-to-peer marketplace empowers users to exit their investment at any time they want or join opportunities that were previously sold out. The interactive investment experience enhances engagement, offering investors a more interactive platform with added rewards. With smart contracts, all processes are automated and secure and transparent. This eliminates intermediaries, making transactions faster, easier, more efficient, and free of excessive fees. Our platform has been validated through 2 successful campaigns. Currently, we have several projects in the pipeline and are in the process of becoming a reality. The feedback we receive has been carefully implemented to enhance the platform from the pilot that we have. We are a dedicated team of full-time experts with experience from industry-leading companies such as Microsoft, McKinsey, and Tesla. Backed by exceptional advisors, we are well equipped to drive our vision forward and achieve success. Our financial projections indicate that we'll break even by the 3rd year, which is also when we plan to begin expanding overseas. Our goal is to target the European market, the Middle East, and Africa for renewable energy projects. We have already identified partners and developers interested in bringing future projects to our platform. Currently, we are self-funded and in the pilot phase, with 2 successful campaigns completed, and we are also in beginning the process to obtain the CYEC license. The 12,000 euro prize from this competition will help fund the application for the CYEC license and support the continued development of our platform. Thank you, and let's together shape tomorrow 1 Watts at a time.
Thank you, Team Watts, for your presentation. We now call to the stage the team Global IFRS Navigator.
Hello everyone, any accountants in the room? Anyone who is using financial statements because they are directors or they have to make financial decisions? Well, here today, I'm Frixos Zembilas, and I'm going to talk to you about the Global IFRS Navigator, which actually is a virtual financial reporting assistant powered by artificial intelligence that empowers users to comprehend and understand financial statements 24/7. As we know, the financial compliance industry is a 6.3 billion industry, was a 6.3 billion industry in 2023, and is expected to grow annually at the rate of 20%. Now, who will occupy this space in the industry? Who will become the unicorn? Well, students, auditors, advisors, accountants, directors, tax authorities, governments in 140 countries are using IFRS. And since 2026, the IFRSs are mandatory in the European Union. There is about 500,000 of professional accountants coming out of UK bodies and about 2 million of students studying IFRSs. How do we learn about IFRSs? How do we implement it? How we interpret them? Well, we go to trainings and we hire advisors. We are on a mission to change this. We want to empower users to use the IFRSs and by providing these tools at their fingertips in order to facilitate global growth. Our vision is to occupy this space in the compliance industry, financial compliance industry, and become the unicorn in this space. How are we going to do that? We have developed our own proprietary data coming out of 20 years of experience in IFRS advisory. We have 15 years of training experience providing trainings for accountants and non-accountants. And this is going to be provided with multilingual capabilities. Talking to our users, we realized that we have to provide a community for them to exchange different ideas, talk to each other, and of course, when we're talking about advising them, they need to talk to a human being in order to get better advice. We decided that we're going to compete on value and not in cost because users appreciate what they are going to get. What's next in the pipeline? There are auditing standards, there are AML laws, there are tax laws, we have climate disclosure requirements, and of course we have IPSAS. IPSAS are the International Public Sector Accounting Standards, where they're going to be implemented in 132 countries. They are implemented in the European Union and of course Cyprus. The decision to offer this service is coming out of our pain in learning and providing these services. Constantina is an experienced IFRS advisor for the past 15 years. Maria is coming from the banking industry where she had to interpret financial statements, understand the risk of the companies, and make financial projections. Coming out of this accelerator, we were given advice that we need a digital marketing specialist. This is Celia that came on board the team. Andreas, who is sitting now in the auditorium, and you can talk to him if you want during the cocktail. He is a specialist in developing fintech industry. He has been working in the financial sector in payment institutions and in banks for the past 15 years. And myself, coming from the accounting training and with some computer background, where with Andreas we code the tool. Where are we now? When we are talking to a small group of users, we realized that there is a need for such a tool because everyone asking why this thing does not exist today. And we said, if not today, when? So we started working on the project. Currently, we are trying to take out to launch in February. And of course, we have developed a small demo tool that we can. It's live. I don't know if you have any questions about accounting that we can see and get some answers. I can ask what is the difference between International Accounting Standard 2 and International Accounting Standard 16 and International Accounting Standard 40. These are the most commonly used standards. I know if there is a spelling mistake, it will, sorry, you are not seeing. Give me a second, sorry, I have apologies about this. Okay, this is the question, and you get your answers. I ask the questions, what is the difference between the standards? International Accounting Standard number 2 is the inventory standard, and you have specific rules. And also, as you can see here at the bottom of the query, you have specific references in the IFRS. So if you need to look it up, you can actually have a look at it in the actual book. Now, what is our business model? It's a subscription-based model. We're charging and our target is to start with 100 euro per month. And we see a huge opportunity in working together with universities, big corporates, and other software providers, such as accounting software providers or auditing software providers that will have access to our data. What are the numbers telling us? We need 180,000 euros for the first 2 years. And by year 5, with 1,000 subscribers, we are going to be generating 3.5 million euros in revenues. And as you can see from the small bars here with our cost, you can understand that the solution is quite scalable without additional burdens. This is how we tend to use the prize money. If we win it, we're going to actually use it to finish the website, finish the designs of the logos, start off with the proprietary data to be loaded and our bots to be finalized with their trainings. And somewhere here, I'm going to ask you that if you actually believe in the mission and our vision inspires you, come talk to us during the cocktail. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Global IFRS Navigation, for your presentation. We now call to the stage Team Alicia.
Hello, everyone. I'm Evangelia, and today I'm representing Alicia Solutions towards longevity. And today I'm here to shed light on how longevity can be more personalized, accessible, and proactive. So when people are not completely healthy or they are not very sick, they don't know who to ask for advice or help. Let's say that you are tired and you cannot lose weight, but at the same time, you are exercising and you're eating quite healthy. Then why are you feeling like that? It can be many different things like hormonal imbalance, insulin resistance, stress, inflammation, and more. And honestly, that was me. And that's exactly what led me to join this journey and get involved with Alicia, not just for myself, but for everyone who's asking the same questions. So who to reach when you are in this gray zone? Unfortunately, our healthcare system is not designed for people in this zone. Instead of focusing on prevention and early intervention, they often wait until things get worse. But there's an opportunity here, and we're here to tackle it. And what do? We are decoding longevity. We offer personalized insights by analyzing your blood and digital biomarkers and turning complex longevity research into actionable lifestyle advice. So let's see how Alicia works. First, the users can order our kit directly to their home, or they can purchase it through their healthcare providers, where they also do their blood test. Once they receive the kit, the users collect their health data using wearables and other tests inside the kit, and then everything gets into our platform. And that is what's setting us apart. Our causal AI analyzes your data and uncover personalized insights tailored to each individual use. Then the recommendations are sent to your doctor for review, approval, or even suggestions on the current interventions. Our key selling groups are healthcare professionals, where we help clinics and doctors to offer longevity services, but also increase their revenue, and in the long term, decrease the overall cost of the healthcare system. And if you're wondering about the market, longevity represents a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, with up to 58% of the US population prioritizing wellness more now than a year ago. And this is just an example. Our business model is designed as B2B2C, where we offer 3 tailored subscription packages: the Core Wellness, Elevate Health, and Longevity Pro. Our model not only delivers value to the end users, but also provides new business opportunities for the healthcare providers and the labs. We receive revenue from 4 different channels, from licensing fees, percentage on the lab testing, at-home kit, and in-between testings. The competition validates the demand of the longevity and preventive health market, with our causal AI to deliver unmatched personalized support for both healthcare providers and the end user. This is our roadmap. Right now, we are setting up a pilot study with local healthcare clinics in Switzerland. With the help of this grant, we want to set up and start the pilot in March. And with the help of the full funding of 370K, we aim to finalize our MVP and launch in Switzerland. We will hit a break-even point within 1 year of launching, and we aim to hit 1 million ARR within 2 years. In terms of traction, we won 2 grants in Switzerland. We are signing up GPs and clinics to be part of our pilot, and we are invited to many important events in our sector. We are supported by amazing organizations such as the ETH Student Project House, the Swiss Healthcare Startups, and 2 great incubators, accelerators, Tenity and CYEC. Katerina is the CEO. This is her second venture. She has already exited a startup before. Her expertise is in causal AI, and she has a VC experience as well. Then we have Samuel. He did his PhD in causal AI for health, and he has software and startup experience as well. And then it's me, I'm a biomedical engineer. I have worked with wearables and biomarkers and research commercialization. Our team is backed up by advisors and mentors and experts in the fields of longevity, digital health, pharma, and business angels from Switzerland, Cyprus, and Germany. If you're interested in longevity, come and talk to us. We need more data, and we're currently raising. Thank you.
We thank Alicia for the presentation. We now call to the stage Team IPC. No. Μας το στείλες.
Are you willing to replace the ice cube for your portable cooler and use a 100% solar-driven refrigerator instead? If yes, you have to listen to that. Hello, I'm Dr. Konstantinos Charalambous, founder of IPC, Ideal Portable Cooling. IPC wants to redefine cooling industry for a more sustainable future, offering solar-driven refrigerators to the worldwide market. Imagine that you have a refrigerator, a solar-driven refrigerator that basically has 0 operational cost, 0 footprint, very attractive, at a very attractive price, has many other applications also, and most importantly, driven 100% by solar energy. Our competition, it's basically the traditional cooler that is used ice cubes, the compressor-based cooler, thermoelectric coolers, hybrid coolers, and solar PV coolers. All of them with their advantages and their disadvantages. What we offer it basically, we want to replace the traditional way of generate cooling, which basically is the external unit of air conditioning system, with something more simple, which is the picture on the right. What's new with that approach? Our approach is free energy driven. It's at a very reasonable price, has zero running emissions. You don't need anymore to buy your party ice from the kiosk the next time you will go to the beach. Also, it's noise free, since our idea holds no mechanical parts. You generate cooling without compressor basically. We have a hybrid version that can run 24/7, and also you have the ability to store energy for infinite period of time, so you generate cooling when you need it in a very short period of time. The global camping cooler market, it was at 2020 to $5.81 billion, and it's going to be 12.21 at 2030. Where we want to stand, instead of pricing, we want to manufacture our cooler at 100 euros and sell to 300 to the customer. Our business roadmap, obviously, build prototypes, collect data, and improve the efficiency of our product, have MVP and excessively tested, and then ask for a further funding to enter the market. What our current stage, basically, it's a prototype that I'm preparing, which is the picture, the second picture on the right, which it's that application, which is going to be soon in a few weeks' time. Unfortunately, it cannot run now. And for an investor, we only ask 4,000 and 8,000 euros in order to be one stage before customization, increasing the efficiency of that thing at that level that you cannot resist it. Our winning team, myself, I have a PhD experience on a similar subject. We have a material expert that I cannot mention his name now. Also, Athena Constantinou, our CFO and her team. Ms. Sofia Tsangalidou, our CMO with her team. And the CEO will add it later on when it's going to be more mature, the idea. Other products that can be generated from that idea, it's wine portable cooling, space cooler, freezer for supermarket, ice storage and transportation, and many others. Just name it, we can do it. So, are you ready now to replace your ice cubes the next time you will go to the beach and have one of those? Thank you very much.
Thank you, IPC, for your presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we will have to interrupt the normal procedure of the event due to the fact that the Honorable Minister of Energy, Commerce and Industry has to depart due to an unforeseen urgent commitment. Before he does so, he has a few words that he would like to say to you.
Thank you, everyone. Ευχαριστώ όλους. Θα πρέπει να αποχωρήσω, θα το πάρω μαζί μου να μελετήσω τα business ideas. Κάποια ήταν πολύ impressive, μπορώ να πω. Και εφόσον είδα και τον Donald Duck πάνω σε μια γραβάτα, νομίζω είναι ο χρόνος να αποχωρήσω. Ξέρω ότι οι μεγαλύτεροι εφευρέτες, ξέρετε ότι ήταν τούτοι οι περίεργοι, με, όχι Donald Duck στη γραβάτα, αλλά με διάφορα άλλα. Οπότε να συγχαρώ όλους που φτάσαν μέχρι το σημείο τούτο. Είμαι σίγουρος ότι είδατε πάρα πολλές ιδέες, business ιδέες στην πορεία. Αυτοί κατάφεραν να φτάσουν μέχρι το σημείο το οποίο είναι σήμερα εδώ. Θα αφήσω κάποιον στην θέση μου ο οποίος θα βραβεύσει τους νικητές. Εύχομαι σε όλους καλές επιτυχίες, συγχαρητήρια πάλι σε όλους. Να ξέρετε πάντοτε ότι δεν σημαίνει ότι ο νικητής είναι πάντοτε ο καλύτερος, είναι εκείνος ο οποίος μπορεί να κατάφερε να πείσει εκείνους που έκριναν τι είναι το καλύτερο. Οπότε να ξέρετε πάντοτε ότι η καλύτερη εφεύρεση συνοδεύεται και με το καλύτερο presentation. Να είστε πάντα καλά. Ευχαριστώ.
We now continue with the normal sequence, and we call the team Pragma Biotherapeutics for their presentation.
Here.
Hello, my name is Juliana Saavedra. I am a chemical engineer and the co-founder and CEO of Pragma Nova, a biotherapeutic company revolutionizing drug delivery through the skin. Millions suffer from localized skin conditions, yet non-invasive methods fall short. Oral routes cause side effects, creams stay mostly on the surface, and dosage practically depends on the person who applies it. Traditional transdermal patches are harsh on the skin, and newer technologies are mostly emerging commercially for beauty purposes, and both are unsustainable. Ineffective treatments lead to invasive procedures, increasingly used despite being a last resort. Pragma Nova offers a next-generation drug delivery platform combining AI-driven formulation with nanotechnology into a fully dissolvable biopatch. Precision engineered for safety, comfort, and effectiveness, this leave-on patch delivers controlled multi-stage release through the skin or mucosal surfaces, disrupting traditional drug delivery methods. So let me tell you what we are trying to solve. Over 80% of the people in this room exhibit signs of photoaging, which can lead to precancerous lesions known as actinic keratosis, affecting 14% of the population. Untreated, these lesions can progress from mild dysplasia to invasive squamous cell carcinomas. With squamous cell carcinomas in cases rising by a 310% in previous years, we are on a mission to stop cancer progression with our platform. Lab results using our proprietary technology for actinic keratosis show enhanced efficacy, increased drug penetration by up to 240 times compared to relevant creams under the same conditions. It achieves multi-stage localized release while decreasing cytotoxicity, offering a safer application method without compromising therapeutic benefits, and reducing the need for frequent application by more than half. Fully dissolvable and biodegradable, our patches align perfectly with sustainable practices. Our phase strategy begins with a cosmeceutical patch to address early-stage photodamage, leveraging the anti-aging, the high demand for anti-aging solutions. This approach bypasses stringent regulatory hurdles, enabling early revenue generation, predicting to break even in year 2. While in parallel, we work on advancing with FDA and EMA approval for our pharmaceutical-grade patch and researching other in situ cancers, and why not possibly expanding to painless vaccines for babies, for example. With only our cosmeceutical and pharmaceutical patches, we project capturing a realistic revenue of 35 million within 5 years, focusing on customers in the US, EU, and Australia. Revenue will be generated primarily through direct sales to dermatology clinics, retail channels, and pharmacies with licensing agreements as potential avenues for market expansion. To advance our roadmap, since we are bootstrapping, we seek pre-seed funding to accelerate the development and commercialization of our cosmeceutical patch, basically to validate our platform. Our diverse and agile team brings together extensive expertise with direct contributions to 1 exited biotech, 2 innovative SMEs, 30 patents, and 250 peer-reviewed publications. We have a lot of momentum and are committed to delivering human-centered solutions and advancing healthcare. Thank you very much. For any questions, feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Pragma Biotherapeutics, for your presentation. We now call to the stage the team Renti for their presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Andonis, and today I will represent you our idea Renti. But first, I would like to ask you 2 questions. Who is currently renting or rented in the past? And also, who had a bad experience with their landlords? I did. So this is how the inspiration behind Renti. We have seen from a personal experience that most property managers are using manual processes with manual rent collection, invoice generation, and maintenance management. Additionally, we have seen contract signing. All these manual processes lead to a bad experience for the renter, and from our research, we have seen that 72% of property managers rely in manual processes. And this is where Renti comes into play, by providing an all-in-one platform that will help streamline their operations while save time and resources. Sorry. Okay. So we created tools for property managers like rent reminders, automatic invoice issuing, digital contract signing and storage, and a maintenance platform. For the renters will be able to sign contracts, pay rent. There is going to be a maintenance portal, a community building tools, and the AI-powered rental marketplace. Our mission is to bridge the gap between the renters and the property managers by building trust and transparency with deposit management and renter landlord review system. Now, looking at the market size, we have found out that the prop tech market is currently sitting at 34 billion euros, and it is projected to reach 85 billion euros by 2032. Of course, our idea is not something new. There are some competitors operating already and have raised significant amounts to scale their businesses. The amounts are in the last line of the table. We aim to compete differently by building trust, transparency, and efficiency with features such as mutual reviews, deposit management, community building tools, for shared space management. Additionally, we will be cheaper than our competitors with a modular design to fit any need. Our go-to market strategy is initially to create the core property management platform, then to add a maintenance portal, and lastly, we will include the renters marketplace, community building tools, and mutual reviews. Renting has multiple revenue streams, which are based on monthly subscriptions and marketplace commissions. So let me introduce you the team, which consists of Zenonas, Michalis Panagiotis, and myself. Our team is skilled and focused on software development, business development, and also we have experience on running startups. With our unique angle and our proven track record, we are perfectly positioned to capture a significant share of the market. Thank you so much, and if you have any questions, we will be also available at the cocktail.
We thank Team Renti for their presentation, and last but not least, Team Oasis XR.
Save to the best for last.
Hi, I'm Polis, and this is Oasis XR, an easy-to-use no-code tool to create XR experiences within a few minutes. So first of all, what is XR? It's a combination of virtual reality, using one of these, where your whole world is enclosed in the virtual space, and mixed reality, where you can see the space around you, with digital overlays on top. We have a great team. I'm the software developer. I have a master's in computer science, and my co-founder, Marco, is our creative director. He has a degree in computer games art, who handles all the 3D and media. And Dirini, who's our head of user testing and our immersive technologies and education expert. She's a research associate at the Cyprus Interaction Lab at the back. And she has worked on multiple projects on gender equality, immersive technologies, and education. Marco and I have worked together for the past 10 years, having raised over 300,000 euros in our previous startup from the EU, RIF, and the Cyprus government. So we are experienced, and Dirini was part of one of those projects. And have you ever used Wix or Squarespace to create your own website? We're the same thing, but for XR. And you can do that using just one of these headsets, your hands, and an app. No computer, no cables, and no controllers needed. So who is it for? It's for educators and trainers, corporate training, workshops, and so on. And it's for them to stand out, gain a competitive advantage, and offer better learning, as research has shown that XR experiences are more memorable, more impactful, and more immersive compared to traditional methods of e-learning, such as PowerPoints or websites. Our competition looks like this. It's either too complicated on the computer, where you'd need programmers and 3D artists, or excessively simplistic on the headset. Our experience is, our solution is easy to use, no code, and produces very high quality results, and they are interactive. Our competitors charge between 10,000 to 60,000 for very simplistic solutions, and can easily go over 100,000. While our solution just charges 35 euros per month to 100 euros per month for our solution. And it's, again, easy to use. There are lower upfront costs. It's less likely to need internal approval from your school, organization, or university. And it reduces the barriers to entry into XR. What do you need to create one of these? You need one of these headsets, which now start at 270 euros. Our Oasis XR app that you can find on the store and our Oasis XR app on the smartphone app, and a subscription to our services, where we offer the hosting and the tools. So to create an experience, you just put the headset on your face, you launch the Oasis XR app, and then, as you can see in the video, you just... This is an example of letting them appear.
Egypt, the richest source of archaeological treasures on the planet.
Oh. Anyway, you use your hands to move around the content that you uploaded. This is an example of letting them appear.
Egypt, the richest source of archaeological treasure.
So you use the content that you uploaded, your photos, your documents, and videos, and you use your hands to move it around. And then you use our AI content to ask within 60 seconds for things to be generated. So you can ask for Egypt with palm trees to be generated in 60 seconds. You can ask for your 360 environment to change. Again, just whatever you ask will be generated in 60 seconds. So I just asked for Egypt and pyramids. You can ask for your floor to change. You can ask for 3D objects to be generated. So you can ask for a pyramid, you can ask for a couch. And again, you would overlay this into mixed reality or virtual reality, depending on the solution that you want to generate. You can use a Bluetooth keyboard to add text. And you can use our smartphone app to scan 3D objects. And this is a website that you could also add. These are content that has been scanned using our smartphone app. This is my co-founder, Marcus, who likes being on screen. And a whiteboard. This is for education mostly. These are all 3D generated within 60 seconds. And you can change the sizes of the objects and move around. Why now? We think that hardware and software maturity for XR will be reached in the next 18 months, and we want to be there with a company, a team, and a product to capture this new innovation. Our roadmap is that we currently have a prototype and a set of features that we're testing. We're going to have our first MVP by April of 2025, and we're going to have our first version by the end of next year, launching in the US and UK, sorry, in the EU and UK, and followed by the US the year after. The XR creation toolkit market right now is at 5 billion, and it will double to 10 billion in the next 18 months. And we're seeking 180,000 for 18% to build our first version. We're expecting over 3 million in revenue and cumulative cash by year 5. Thank you. We're going to have a prototype with us later on, so anyone who's interested, please come and find us. We'll be holding one of these.
At this time, at this point, we have concluded with the finalist teams of Cyprus Entrepreneurship Competition. At this point, we will proceed to the launchpad presentations, at which we have teams which did not compete for the competition due to the fact that they were in a more advanced stage for the project. The first team to present is Team Wasson.
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Cyprus, a small island, home to a humble startup with a big dream, transforming an idea into the next global giant. Starting in Cyprus with weddings, we aim to expand into other countries and industries, driving horizontal and vertical growth. My name is Iliana Christoforou, and I'm proud to introduce to you Awesome. For many women, the dream of their wedding day begins in childhood. These women are emotionally invested, ready to spend up to 30,000 on their perfect day. Awesome empowers them to dream it, plan it, and live it, all with ease and joy. And of course, there is chaos. The wedding industry is a chaotic ecosystem of emotions, decisions, and dreams, often challenged by last-minute cancellation, budget issues, miscommunications, unreliable vendors, and much more. Within this chaos lies the opportunity. So despite living in a technologically driven era, the wedding industry remains fragmented and outdated. Brides rely on online and offline media, multiple platforms, social media, messaging apps to plan their big day. Vendors, on the other side, operate across disconnected tools, and guests are often overlooked in the process with no meaningful way to engage. This lack of connection between vendors and guests is something Walsum is here to change. For us, this is an opportunity for growth, a hidden gem, and an untapped potential. So we've developed a platform that unites all stakeholders. For brides, it's an event planning and management platform. For vendors, it's a business management and promotion platform. And for guests, it's an event access, RSVP, and engagement platform. Walsum is not just solving one problem. We are revolutionizing the entire ecosystem with a holistic and inclusive mindset. We address thousands of pain points across the wedding and the destination wedding industry. The global wedding market is worth 300 billion annually and is projected to grow to 420 billion within the next 5 years. And despite this immense value, this untapped market has yet to see a dominant global player, and Walsum aims to fill that gap. The wedding marketing landscape is divided into two types of online presence. On the one hand, we have the social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram, and on the other hand, there are the traditional directories and planning platforms which provide services but lack the engagement and reach of social media. Walsum merges the dynamics of social media with the functionality of business directories, creating a unified business media platform that delivers both rich and tailored solutions. Our platform is built on a solid technological foundation designed for future growth. With a scalable microservices architecture hosted on a cloud server, it's ready to incorporate advanced features, ensuring smooth integration of innovations such as AR, VR, and AI. So the most innovative platform, the best product or service in the world means nothing if you cannot communicate it effectively. For us, a disruptive marketing and sales strategy is not optional, it's essential, and it's the backbone of our vision. Through a freemium model, irresistible offers, and multi-channel marketing, we aim to reach and engage our audience, making Walsum not just a platform, but a necessity. So we are beginning by testing our platform in Cyprus, a controlled and secure environment, to refine and validate its features. And once optimized, we will enter larger, more established markets like the UK, followed by Canada, Australia, and ultimately the US. This approach allows us to build a strong foundation in the local wedding industry while strategically expanding into the global destination wedding market. So our pre-launch investment totals 230,000, with 80,000 dedicated specifically to platform development, ensuring the highest quality and functionality. And of course, big dreams come from great minds. Our team brings expertise in the wedding industry, technology, business, marketing, and finance, and together we complement each other to drive this project forward. We have built a strong global network of 180 plus associates ready to work with us towards success. Building on everything we've shared so far, we are projecting fast growth with revenues reaching 2.3 million by 2027, and this growth is driven by our hybrid revenue model. So we are raising our first seed round of 80,000, which will be divided into key milestones. 30,000 will go towards the platform development, 20,000 for marketing and advertising in Cyprus, and of course 30,000 for our UK expansion efforts. Unfortunately, we do not have the time to present the platform in full detail. However, we'd be delighted to provide a personalized demonstration to anyone interested. In the last quarter of 2024, Walsum has been accepted and recognized by key organizations and platforms such as the AWE, Cyprusino, the Web3 Tour, of course, the Center of Entrepreneurship. And this period allowed us to validate our business model, confirming that it works effectively and aligns with market needs. So we've shared our dream with you, we've shared our plans. Now we invite you to live it with us. Please scan the QR code and connect and invest in our journey. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Wasom, for your wonderful presentation. The next thing to present is Park in Town.
Hello. I would like to ask you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine that you are in your car. Please close it. You are on the way on an important meeting. You are almost there, but you drive down on the street and nothing. You drive in another street, but again nothing. The clock is ticking, and the stress is building. Finally, at the end, you find a parking space. You turn the corner and pull up to the entrance. But then, you notice the sign, €3 in coins for the whole day. Do you have €3 in your pocket right now? Please raise your hand. I thought about that. Most of us, we don't. And now, you are stuck, wasting time and energy, and all you want was a simple place to park. Research indicates that each driver has an annual loss per year, €200 and 35 hours per driver. If we add the payment method and other services, everybody will agree with the situation that highlighting an area for significant improvement in efficiency. Hello, I'm Nikos from Parking Town. I will present you how we'll aim to address the parking change solution. To solve this problem, we connect the drivers with the parking places. We are developing the Parking Town application, which helps drivers save time and money by allowing them to find, choose, navigate, and make contactless payments. For parking owners, we have designed and developed the Parking Heart Gateway, which connect the parking places with the drivers and application and our management platform. In this way, parking owners can get a digital presence, increase their revenue, and offer better customer services. This is a win-win situation for all. For parking owners, for all the drivers, and even for the city, that reduce the traffic congestion and the environmental impact. We target 200,000 drivers in Cyprus and aim to capture 25% of a €10 million market evaluation within 2 years. Our scalable solution is designed to expand internationally, leveraging our proprietary technology to enter new markets. Unlike existing solutions that rely on traditional payment methods and isolated systems with limited integration ability, Parking Town offers a seamless digital-first approach. The Parking Heart device and the management platform allows to zero onboarding cost and digitalization of the parking owners, and the mobile application is free to download as well for the drivers. Our revenue comes from a transaction fee of 50 cents per parking station and a €2 pre-booking fee for our premium model. This structure will fit busy professionals and anyone evaluating time and convenience. We project capturing 2% of our market and serving 4,000 drivers in the first year, growing to 25% and 55,000 drivers by year 2, achieving a net income of €1.4 million, and expand our business activities abroad. Additionally, we did a stress test, and we are pleased to report a profitability of 26% in year 3. These represent a significant return on investment for those who choose to join us on this business opportunity. Our go-to-market strategy is to commercialize our available MVP application in Apple and Google stores by engaging in B2B and door-to-door activities. Already, we have a letter of intent for collaboration from 15 parking places, and our target is to reach 55 in the next quarter. We're working on a dynamic marketing approach with clear objectives and KPIs and timelines. Our experienced team of professionals have proven track record in deploying Cyprus' first public smart parking system in Paphos. We are committed in driving Parking Town success in the future. We are looking for funding for an angel investor, preferably in the parking industry, to provide 340,000 euros to develop our platform, cover our operating expenses, and stay ahead of the competition for the next 12 to 18 months. In return, investors will receive a stake in our company, contribute to improving driver lives and profitability, revolutionize the parking industry in Cyprus and abroad. I'm calling you to be our evangelist. Scan the QR code, download the app, use the app, make comments, enjoy the first private smart parking system in Cyprus. Thank you.